Hey everyone, vlog number 4. This will be kind of like a mix of life update slash just a real quick news story here in Long Beach. First of all, the old man's coming into town on Saturday for Father's Day. He'll be here most of the weekend, well, the whole weekend until Monday. He flies back on Monday. And so he'll be here hanging out, check out the new pad, which I'm really excited about, and he's going to be cooking for us, which is very exciting. He's going to do a pizza on Saturday night. He's going to cook some sort of Southwestern Bobby Flay Mesa Grill cookbook meal or dish. So he's been totally in love with that book ever since I got it for him for Christmas last year. And like it all started with me taking him to the Mesa Grill in Vegas, which is Bobby Flay's restaurant, and just was totally blown away. So he's just he throughout, well, since last Christmas he's been calling me and giving me updates of what he's tried, and he's probably cooked over half of the recipes in the cookbook. I've never seen someone so enthused about a cookbook and cooking from a cookbook. So he'll be cooking something for me, and that should be a treat, because my dad is one awesome fucking cook, and I don't say that as being his son. I say that as just the guy knows how to cook. I swear he should have opened up some sort of restaurant or cafe, but that's okay. Come cook for Nat and I. We'll take it. Saw The Hangover a couple weeks ago. Very funny movie. Definitely check it out. From what I understand, it's kind of a Dude, Where's My Car meets Very Bad Things. And the premise is like Very Bad Things. You know, three guys take the groom to Vegas for a bachelor party, and things go bad. But it's definitely not dark like Very Bad Things was. Very Bad Things is really good on its own, and if you haven't seen Very Bad Things, check that out. Christian Slater, Jon Favreau, Cameron Diaz, sorry. Christian Slater, Cameron Diaz. But The Hangover, very funny movie. I don't think I've laughed as hard in a movie theater as I've laughed at that movie in a long, long time. Most movies in Hollywood just have been total crap. So The Hangover was really funny. The ending is fucking hilarious. Made me kind of laugh even thinking about it. So stay for the whole movie. Don't take off during the credits or anything, because you are going to miss key visuals. That's all I'll say. Went to Disneyland last week, and granted, we did not ride on Space Mountain because it broke down right in the middle of our 75 or 65 minute wait line. So, and it was like 9 o'clock, and we'd been walking around all day. So didn't go on Space Mountain, unfortunately, but did go on Thunder Mountain 3 times, and Pirates of the Caribbean 3 times. And it was really cool, you know. Got our money's worth out of Disneyland. Nearly $140 for the two of us just to get into the park. But and went over to the Uva Bar for lunch. Took the monorail back down to downtown Disney and had lunch, and had a couple Fat Tire ales, and so it was cool. And you know, I wasn't at work, so hey, you know, when you're not at work and you're at Disneyland, how can you beat that? You have to have a really shitty experience at Disneyland to make it say, I really wish I was at work right now. So, yeah. New Mars Volta CD comes out on Tuesday, and I'm really looking forward to that. A lot of people don't get Mars Volta, and I understand a lot of people don't like the whole instrumental aspect of it, but honestly, those guys are probably the closest thing my generation has to a Pink Floyd. At least the early years of Pink Floyd. We're talking the Syd Barrett years. And if you haven't checked out Pink Floyd's early years, definitely check out, you know, Careful with That Axe Eugene and Amagama, and I think that's the name of the album. And yeah, definitely Abstract. You can find some performances actually on YouTube if you look, of old black and white performances of them doing it on like the BBC. So But yeah, Mars Volta comes out next Tuesday. The new album comes out next Tuesday, so that should be cool. Getting a new belt for my turntable, which is over there dismantled. Noticed a little sound fluctuation in Minus the Bear the other night, and went online and found a place in Oregon that I can pick up a couple belts for like $12.95 or $13.95 each. So, and if it's not the belt and if it's my motor, I'm fucked, and I've got to go get it repaired or find a new turntable. But I don't have $400 laying around to pick up a new Technics direct drive turntable as I want, so I'm hoping it's just the belt. But locally here in Long Beach, there's an issue going on with the 14th Street skate park over there on 14th and Pacific. It's come to the attention, my attention via press telegram, that according to the press telegram and according to our federal government, $620,000 has been set aside to renovate the park. $620,000. We're talking more than $500,000 to renovate this park, put aside by our federal government via the stimulus package that our illustrious president Barack Obama has given to us as a way to boost the economy and to help the infrastructure of America. And I'm all for helping out the skate park. I think, having a skate park, especially in that area, helps keep kids off the street and keep kids active and whatnot. But to set aside $620,000 of essentially money that our federal government does not have, I mean, let's be brutally honest, our federal government, as well as obviously our state of California, if you've been paying any attention to the news, we're bankrupt. We're borrowing money from other countries to pay off the debt, the interest that we owe on our debt. Our Federal Reserve, which is not a governmental entity, it's a private entity. You're just printing out money as it so sees and so fits, And printing more money will only cause inflation, which will cause problems further down the road. For generations to come. So for the government to put aside $620,000 of money that's essentially not there for the skate park is outrageous. My suggestion to that community is, if you want your skate park fixed up and renovated, do it yourself. Organize a fair at the skate park. Go around, find some local bands to play, do a silent auction, maybe find some local skateboarders. I know Mike Valley used to live in Long Beach, and I know that Jeff Rowley lives in the area. Frequents, I think, Viento Yagua on occasions. But, there are ways that the community can do it without the government's help. And that's essentially what we need, is more of a community sense and people coming together to make things happen, rather than a handout from the government of money that's essentially not there. So, like I said, fundraise. It might take a little more time, but $620,000 is not what you need to fix up a skate park. You could probably do it under $50,000 if you get some volunteers, you get all the things you need, and you raise the funds via charity or fundraising. So, bad idea to allow the government to give these kids this money, and it will teach the kids a lesson. Hey, this would be a perfect opportunity to say, hey, look, the entrepreneurial spirit is what built America, and working hard and persevering will benefit you in the end, because you'll have a skate park in which you can go to and enjoy and play at and hang out at. And who did it? The community, your neighbors, your brothers and sisters, rather than the government. So anyways, that's all the time I got for tonight. I'm about my 10-minute limit here. Vlog number 5 will come at you soon, and maybe I can get my dad on here. That would be great. We'll see. Later.